PSA to everyone out there. I'm speaking for myself, but I'm probably speaking for a large majority of other officers out there. If we're driving on the freeway in our police car, get the out of the way. Get the out of the way. If you merge and we follow behind you and we merge too, you're probably in trouble. The best way to find that out is get the out of the way. I can go 90 miles an hour. You can't. You can't do that. So get the out of the way. If us officers stay behind you long enough, we can find a reason to pull you over. So you might as well get the out of the way. Super simple. That's all. You're welcome.
I want to give that cop, to start off, a little bit of credit for going a solid 45 seconds without beating an innocent person. That's good. Other than that, no credit. I cannot tell you, Nina, how much I despise everything that we just saw, all of what was encapsulated in that cop. And I have a lot to say about it, but I want to give you first crack. What did you think about this cop's TikTok?
You know, it is really nice, although painful, when the truth just comes out like that, because it just really reminds us of the fact that we have problems in the legal system itself, from the streets to the courts. And the fact that she was so open and honest about what is happening. And she's right, she's not the only one. That is the only part about what she had to say, John, that excites me a little bit, because I'm glad that she did this very overtly.
100%. That is Breanna Straus, Federal Way officer. And so we're now finding out what happened to this cop. So shortly after putting up the TikTok, apparently it happened in July, there was a lot of pushback, as you can expect, and the TikTok was taken down. And then an investigation started, and we'll show you the consequences that came from that. But first of all, I just love that Breanna Straus, the officer you saw in that video, apparently describes herself on her LinkedIn resume as having excellent people skills, as well as being an excellent leader. So this is a reminder to not trust everything you read on LinkedIn. Anyway, Commander Kurt Schwan of the Federal Way Police Department told Seattle Weekly that in their investigation of Breanna Straus, they looked for possible violations of standards in the video, as well as if Straus had any previous disciplinary issues. None were apparently reported. I love how official they have to be about this. We're going to do an investigation of this TikTok. What are you talking about? Watch it right now. I've got it on my phone. This is unacceptable. And it was unacceptable, kind of. Just a little bit. Straus received a 10-hour suspension without pay. Violations of the social media conduct and personal conduct policies, a 10-hour suspension is equal to 1 shift. So for berating and condescending the people that she's supposed to protect and serve, for indicating that she can violate the law if she wants, and if she gets annoyed by you for blocking her way, she'll find a pretense to pull you over, effectively making the law whatever she wants to be. That's a 10-hour suspension, Nina. That's amazing.
The fact that what's most troubling is they found no violation of their standards. So guess what? They need some new damn standards. John, this speaks to the culture of that police department, and people should be very, very afraid. It makes me call into question previous arrest, because if she feels this way about zipping up and down the damn highway, then they feel this way about every other thing. And one final point to this, it reminds cries that Black people have, what we have talked about generation after generation when it comes to law enforcement, that they can and do in some cases plant things and make things up. But nobody wanted to believe the Black community on this. And thank God for smartphones now, but it's still a shame that we need a smartphone to validate what we know has been happening in too many law enforcement agencies for generations. And that is not to say that all police officers are like her or are corrupt. It is to say that we have systemic problems that need systemic fixes. And her ass should have been suspended for days, John. She should have been suspended for days. I would have fired her, though, myself.
100%. Yeah, and what I love about this is all too often we have to wait to get video of these cops. In this case, she put that up. She thought of that, recorded it, watched it, and thought, I'm killing it. This is a great TikTok. I love that TikTok exists just so people can tell themselves.